Hey guys, welcome to episode number 10 this week of Balatro on Sunday mornings. I know it's been another couple extra days. We talked about a little something entertaining, but it has been another 3 days since we haven't, doing something side or have something drawn to the attention thing or monument thing. Welcome to episode number 10 this week. Since it's not going to be able to start from there, I love Second Sarai, make a love shout out. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning.
What is that?
This is Balatro, I love Sarai. Let's keep something much more into supporting away and whatnot. On a whim, just collect a few of my things for a minute. But anyway, guys, welcome to episode number 10 this week. Today's date, and it's November 16th, 2025.
It's evening here, sir, 8:12 p.m.
Well, if you want to talk about an evening, you know, everybody's got different time zones. That's all I can tell you. Now, speaking of time zones, I don't know exactly where to start, but other than that, I just needed to do my own thing for the last number of days, and pretty much a privileged attachment, or whatever you guys want to call it. As long as people don't have to flip coins and say call in and call it, you know, whatever it's got to be. But other than that, guys, I had a good night's sleep yesterday, and you know, just keep something in between, or never felt too concerned. Pujabi, make a love shout out to you, sir. How you doing? Top of the morning to you. Well, it's kind of like saying, come on down. Go on the next contestant on The Price is Right. I believe we, as far as I know, Zuko is still hosting. But speaking of other stuff, guys, I just got done having a good night's sleep for a while, and you know, just keep something much more attached and also aware. I haven't followed that much gaming news since Thursday, as far as I know. To be open and honest, Lolubs, I am not 100% sure. But it could be something else that's more considered. Or more to really relapse and whatnot. So it depends on what it is, you know, exactly, and see what's been happening. But all I can tell you guys is, doing Great People at Sea this past Thursday and Friday, my ass has been busy. But I finally go back to Great People at Sea, guys, tomorrow, and I'm gonna be doing a little something interesting with WoW this coming Tuesday and Wednesday this week. So as far as I know, it's gonna be interesting to see what I'm gonna be doing with them. So I'm gonna be down at Salvation Army with them, and gonna have something to really put in. Well, I've actually been tired. As far as I know, Dragon Sarai, I've actually been tired. I've actually been busy, as far as I know. But it cannot be jobless either way. Well, Balatro is actually really good. Even though this game recently became a what's that Game of the Year nominee? This game did not win, but it's one of the coolest games a lot of us can play. But I do know it's only a single player profile thing, or monument thing. But yeah, speaking of my future fiance, I don't know what to really speak about or talk about in its own mind, or pretty much anything in its own way, but well, I can bring it to you guys' attention. So, Matula and I, we were going to do something with dinner last night. And now, I mean, we always have dinner for the last 2 weeks. It's way before I got a hold of one of my good friends coming out of advocacy, and I mean, not exactly somebody I work with, coming out of sea for a while, but I don't know what's been going on this week, and also what the problem is, and it's like, her and I always get to do dinner every 2 weeks, coming out of the weekends, and now she's pretty much supposed to have lunch with her roommates again. I'm like, I get the idea. I'm like, you win. So what I actually decided to do, it's like, a lot of us can have dinner anytime we want. It's just, I still understand why her and I decided not to have it yesterday. I mean, I know a lot of people want to do something for the last 8 years, but and wanting to have dinner with somebody you love, it's just, there's always been an understatement of how my future fiancé just wants to, you know, not ask what I'm doing, but really have me wanna, have us do something together. You know, since we're gonna be hitting 9 years. Yes, it's like for one person to another, you gotta make sure what you actually want to do before you actually ask what staff wants us to do. You know, it's pretty much what it is. It's a free country. And for my true love to do something at the last minute, it's like, you don't know what to do. So what I decided to do is, my true love asked me, and she actually did state the following. She actually did state, at the end of the night, technically I did not call her last night, since she just wants to really ask what's wrong, what's right, and I'm pretty sure it's because of that. And I haven't talked to her since. So I just told her I'm gonna buy another couple more days, so I can be a little more left alone. I mean, it's not the first time I've done this, but it's pretty much gonna be. I mean, so far today, guys, not once, but twice. I mean, I understand my musketeer does not want to. I mean, she should ask herself this question. Does she want to have dinner with me? Or what's the problem? You know? All I know is my true love knows how to find a way. It's just. I mean, she told me I could be with her next time. All I know is there ain't gonna be no next time. There's not gonna be any T's at the tunnel. But, you know, everybody's got their own thing. Everybody's got roommates. People got their own suggestions. You know? I just don't understand. I mean, you want to have dinner with your family. You want to spend the rest of your life with somebody you want to have dinner with. But so I just decided to relax and, you know, have my true love leave me alone for the rest of the night. And pretty much till Tuesday, because your first place winner, guys, is going back to bowling this coming Tuesday. So I just told her and I can put our heads by then. I understand she cannot wait the longest. I mean, that's what it takes if you're looking to have dinner with somebody. It's just, you cannot shut them out. You really can't. That's all we can do. Mr. Lee, make love shout out, my brother. How you doing? I haven't seen Mr. Lee in a while. Or quite some time, actually. I'm going to be going through, you know, a few other things with, my brother Leon, but I don't think I'm going to discuss it with him. Whatever he wants to do. Now, speaking of other stuff, guys, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. With our biggest, strongest, phenomenal, exciting, marvelous, grateful, exciting, you know, eyes glued, entertainment, guys, an extra of our biggest, strongest, phenomenal, achieving, strongest, amazing, marvelous, excellent power of our community. We got the strongest, beautiful, exciting, talented, strongest power of our community, guys. we are at 636 mods today. That's all I can speculate, and that's pretty much excellent. But other than that, guys, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. See what's right and what's wrong. And, you know, everybody can do anything they want. If we're going out for lunch, if we're going out to church, that's one thing for my future fiancé. But I just don't want her to really shut me out and say, for the last 8 years, she needs to have dinner with me. I understand her roommates always care for her. But we always do it every 2 weeks. I don't understand why we couldn't do it. We have an opportunity to plan yesterday. But it's not going to be a next time, you know? I mean, if my true love keeps up, if she keeps up what she's doing, I'm not going to go out for dinner with her anymore. So, and that also goes for me, not going to her house anytime soon. I know this is something that she does not want to do. It's just, I mean, she misses me all too much, you know, for our future. And, you know, she knows I'm only allowed at her place instead of her friends coming down after what happened. But I'm not going to discuss a lot of that because people know their ways, and people have to see what's right and what's wrong. You know, that's what I would bring some of that up, guys. But everybody's got their own thing, you know. It's a free country. People can decide to do whatever they want to do and really stop and think. I feel like my true love would have asked if I wanted to have dinner last night instead of setting the rest out of me for the rest of the night. You know, just to have privileged attachments. But I mean, not everything can go her way. That's why Jesus needs to have me around for the last 8 years. I mean, I love her too much. It's just she needs to allow me to come right in. She needs to have me gain an opportunity. And if she wants to still get married in the future. But I repeat, fellas, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. For our biggest, strongest, phenomenal, and keeping eyes and ears, guys, of our entertainment, energy, and popularity. You can see we have our social media, our YouTube accounts, our Facebook and Twitter accounts. And yes, guys, much more peacefully. Do what we can at one time. As long as there's no strings attached. But yeah, guys, we have our social media today. And so we're not trapped. Or pretty much losing our juices. And yes, guys, our podcast services. All around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And so much more. Now, come to think of it, people can always do so much by having dinner with family, having dinner with friends, and it's like, you don't know what to really expect on it. I mean, it'd be nice if her and I did have plenty of supper yesterday, but I won't get to anything else beyond that. But hold on. I mean, I believe it's ridiculous, you know, and I mean, you actually just want to get to do something. But at the last minute, no. I don't believe it's pretty much her decision. But 9 times out of 10, if you want to have dinner with somebody you love, that's great. But for my musketeer to have stuff with her roommates, it's like, I understand she went out of town last night and then came back to her place, but I wasn't going to stick around forever. So I just decided to, you know, spend majority of my time with my family and, you know, try to hang out with 1 or 2 people to get through today. And it's like becoming a man, you get to do what you actually want to do. Get away from somebody else to say, you need to do something with that person, you need to do something with the other. That's why my answer's gonna be 33 next year. My true love understands that, you know, she understands I want to be left alone, you know, on certain occasions. I mean, that's why I just needed to really relax and, you know, have no concerns. It's just, I mean, she always gets me upgraded on her blood sugars, but I just told her since if I'm like, since you and I are not gonna have dinner for a while again in the game, I mean, it's your problem, not mine. You know, you want to have a good testament, guys. People can do some in its own way, and don't like having a second plan to really change. You know, people can have dinner whoever they want, when they want, and how they feel like it. You know, everybody's got some to get to, but no worries. But yeah, guys, I finally go back to Steve as the first place winner tomorrow. I'll be back at Steve tomorrow, guys, 9 to 2. Another 2 days at WoW on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then I have the same dates later on this week, guys. You know, to talk about today. So you guys have. So after tomorrow, I'll finally be back at Steve with, you know, us as great people. So I'll be back on Thursday, Friday, 2 to 7. So basically, I've been off the weekends as much as I can, or pretty much for the last number of weeks. But the fact is, we can always allow so much to begin with. You know, guys, just to have the adult privilege and also attachment, and you know, I take my time when I'm at work. You know, it's just. But the fact is, if her and I, one of the roommates would have stopped showing up and, you know, not bail on me, you know. So I just decided, okay, I'll spend most of my time with my family for the next, for a while, and I just told her, she told me what's wrong, and I'm like, I would rather not discuss business with you, since you're not going to allow me to have dinner with you. So I just decided to be left alone. I understand she wants to not wait, but I mean, people have other things too. You know, you guys have the other ideas. I have some other ideas what we want to do. But as long as you love somebody so much, you know, guys, just to learn right from wrong, they won't lose you. And I don't plan on losing my official fiancé anymore. I understand she wants to buy time and not wait, but I mean, she would have invited me to dinner instead of one of her roommates trying to answer for her. I mean, to be who you actually want to be, like your family, you gotta know how to make your own decisions. Instead of somebody else trying to brag and also have somebody to, you know, ask. But what I always do every 2 weeks, and it's like it's out the window from yesterday. So to be open and honest, guys, I have no clue. I doubt we're gonna have dinner until probably after Thanksgiving. So for that, I mean, for her to miss me, not have any more dinner after the last 2 weeks. I mean, with all due respect, guys, my true love has not done the cooking for the last 8 years. I mean, there's not a lot of complaining to attach on it. It's just she needs to really invite me in. She needs to invite me in any day she's picking. And that's every Saturday or any single Saturday, guys. She needs to get me in. She needs to grab me an opportunity. She really, really does. But I don't understand why. I don't understand why, guys. I believe it's ridiculous. You want to have somebody to invite to dinner, and you really want to get out of town and say, forget it, it doesn't matter to me, or the other two do not matter the most. I mean, it's not her decision if I wanted to do dinner or not, but I mean, the same was, I mean, staff wants to always ask too, if I'm coming over, if everything's okay and whatnot. I mean, some of it is, but all I know is, guys, not everything is the way it seems. That's why I just told her I want to be left alone, and I need a couple more days again to really regroup. So there's nothing else that I could do. You know, I just decided to be a man, and sorry about that. I mean, guys, all I know is everybody can can really involve so much. You know, guys, let's see what's right and what's wrong, and I mean, there's not much else that I can do. When everybody's entitled to their own opinion for the last 8 years, and I mean, I don't think there's any other speculation or any other way around it. I mean, she always informs me about her blood sugars, and I mean, there's nothing else that people can really bond about that, and I mean, if anything else, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You actually want to do dinner with somebody you love, and it's like, and then the roommate just really wants to butt heads with her, and not exactly have me get some of the fun out of it. And, I mean, it would be nice, but 9 times out of 10, I mean, it's not as much as I would like. So I'm not 100% sure what the plan is. If her and I are not going to, you know, wind the reins and also have, you know, have dinner or have some sort of interviews. But what she really needs to do is why not to have her sub me out. It's like, if you wanna show how much you really love me, it's like, you need to not have the other people decide for you. You want to have dinner at the last minute. You want to wait for your friends to not come around. I mean, she does not invite her friends a whole lot. It's just that it's always me and not anybody else. I'm like, I get it. I do. It's just, as a first place winner, guys, you gotta know how to get a little more involvement. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, I don't believe anything else is going to be spot on for me. So, there's nothing else we can really add up to. And Nancy actually mentioned, and actually did state the following, that, what the location is for the regional final for this Friday. And I wasn't going to tell her. I wanted her to find out what the plans are, and see what the objectives are going to be. So I just told her, I'm like, have fun with dinner. I don't want to be part of what it is, or pretty much have any other involvement attached to that, but you never know. I mean, a lot of us can do as much as anything, but it's like, you cannot send somebody out. If you want to have dinner as a couple, or a married couple, or whatever, there's always room for some good friends that can help out, but... So, I have no clue. I know she wants to ask me if I'm coming down today, but... no. I just told her, above damsel stress, I just need another couple of days. Let's regroup some more, and let me do what I actually want to do. I mean, she may be crying all the time. And why I haven't... Here's the thing, guys. Why I haven't, you know, come down to the house for a while. I mean, the last time we ever... Guys, I mean, check this out. The last time we've ever fully had multiple hours together, it's been like, say... I want to say Monday of last week. And now she wants to turn me down for not having dinner. I mean, it may sound right, but nothing else is ever correct. You know, people learn right from wrong, and say that they're sorry and I just wanna do dinner next time. All I know is, guys, I'm in on this. There ain't gonna be a next time, partner. I don't think you wanted to have dinner with me, but let me know ahead of time. Let me know ahead of time. I mean, you guys have an understatement of what's sort of been done from your king and your luckiest man, but now for roommates, that's up to them. But for me to really get involved, I don't think so. But it's just, I mean, I was a little bit hurt deep. I was a little more deep inside, and since he decided not to have a change of plan for me, and, you know, I would have been involved for the last 2 weeks. But no, if nothing else, that would be attached. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff being attached, if you guys want to catch more, Balatro every Sunday mornings, if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, instead of people bragging why they're not having a shot by going to dinner, or, you know, pretty much, you know, spontaneous, or anything else at a decent time. If you just want to buy some good amount of time, instead of listening to who wants you to not come to dinner, you want to talk about not doing lunch and whatnot. I mean, I'm like, that's okay. But if you don't want me to get involved in anything, I'm like, don't punish me. Let me just do whatever you guys want me to handle with you guys. But that was not the case. So, all I know is, guys, I just have no clue anymore. During the last 2 weeks, I understand she loves me so much by coming over, but I mean, I always want to buy some time to myself. She may not like it, but, you know, people have their own, you know, weaknesses and also resistance on it. But no worries, guys. But yeah, if you guys want to catch more Balatro every Sunday in the mornings, you know, based on the schedule. And if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule today, I was gonna do an episode of Alan Wake 2 yesterday, but my ass has been tired for a while. So I don't believe there was gonna be any hanging up for a good amount of time, or, you know, anything else to really summon, or pretty much take anything, you know, not like taking any energy off the bat. And, you know, we can always allow so much together, but I cannot stop thinking about that from yesterday. So I just decided to do my own thing for a while, so I can do grocery shopping and not worry about a damn thing that I'm doing. So yeah, but make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys have any questions or concerns, you guys can type them in the chat. Let me know in the chat, and your king and your luckiest man can answer for you. You know, everybody's got their own backs. People got their own settlements. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's like if somebody were to ask you to dinner, it's not like you could say no all the time. I mean, they do it because they love you. They understand exactly what they can see what you've been through, or what themselves have been through. But for her, it's like, I don't believe. I mean, all I'm going to really say, guys or fellas, is I don't think my true love understands why she could not invite me to dinner yesterday. So it's not like it's going to be a comedy act, or, you know, her trying to have different ideas for me. I'm like, okay, you win, but you're not going to hear from me till Tuesday. So yeah, my true love may not coexist with that, guys, but some of us have to live with that. So, but make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. If any of you today, and about 636 mods also that could be brought in, and also have stay more active. If you guys have any questions or concerns, make sure you type them in the chat. We can first place the winner from bowling for 20 plus years, or if you guys want to see what's going on. I mean, I was going to do an episode of Alan Wake 2 yesterday, but my ass has been a little too tired, and it sucks. But, you know, just wanted to take a bit of energy or anything else to be brought to our attention. But no worries. But as far as anything else, you know, I've just been taking my time on, you know, with work, doing anything between family and, you know, anything else that's more to do anything not worth being kept aside, or not to have a lot of people distract you, or just wanting to see what people are doing, or what I'm doing, or what my two loved ones to do. But she always asks me if I'm coming down. Well, for the next couple days, I want to say, obviously guys, I want to say no, but it's like, we haven't had time to do it since last week. That's why she sort of invited me to dinner. We wouldn't have done so much more than that, but well, I know she misses my face, and I miss her all the time, but it cannot be jobless, guys. It really can't. You really can't. But make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. The most important thing, and the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. Being awesome and creative. We are at the magic number today. We're at 636 mods, followers here today, and to have a little more, insurance, and just to have something to spiral for a while. No, I know Balatro does not ask me to come down. All I told her is, if you want to have a movie night, and saying if you're ready for, to reunite and bond, but I don't think tonight's going to happen. I mean, even if, in a decent time, if my two love wanted to do something for, me coming down all the time, or, to have romantic time together, that'd be great, but for her to pursue, here's the thing, guys, for her to not ask anything, on top of anything else, the scale is not exactly as high as you think it is, but no, I just decided to tone her down for the weekend, and if like if she wants to do something else, I will not butt heads, I won't call her, so I know it's not the best thing, but it's for her to really, clean up herself, spend time with the girls, and give myself the hook. So, but yeah, guys, we got 636 mods today, and I'm trying to get a bit of the message here. Hold on, guys, I finished up my. Hold on, guys, we're gonna talk a little more about baseball in the next 10 to 15 minutes, but you guys get what I'm coming from. When I always do dinner every 2 weeks, but now I understand she really had a sense of plan. And yes, guys, sayings for the week at heart, but you gotta know how somebody needs to fit in with you. If you want to have dinner with a friend, somebody you know from work, or somebody you know, that'd be great. But for somebody else, or one person to another, that could set you out. And they ain't the answer, buddy. It's not. That's why we would have had time together. But I doubt we're gonna have any of that till Tuesday, so I just told her, your first place winner, and you guys too, that I'll be back at bowling by then, but if she wants to explain some of her stuff, that's fine. But see, I don't want her to really insult me and say, is everything okay? Is everything fine? I'll just tell her, it's fine, leave it alone, and good luck, so. But I still want her asking me if what I've been doing, and if I'm okay, so. I mean, she always upgrades me on her blood sugars, whenever according to plan, but and get back to reality for some of it. But nothing else would really change. But no worries, guys. But yeah, guys, we got 636 mods today, and we got enough to really get to. Hold on, guys, let me jump in for a minute. Hold on, guys, let me finish up. Hold on, what number am I at? Game. As long as it's not King Cat Stop as much. Finish up game 8. There we go, guys. What's what I was typing towards my brother Beatles today, but I'll tell you guys a little more about that in just a few. But yeah, guys, I guess guys, knowledge is power. When we meet and greet, we wanna see what people are doing. If you guys have any good ideas between the live streams, the chats, or pretty much anything with the channel, hold on, guys, let me do this right here. So yeah, what's close, but I guess let me get my message in check. But everybody's got their own thing. Good morning, brother Leon. Make a love shout out to you, brother. How you doing? Thank you for joining us today. My ass is a little bit tired, but I'm not exactly peachy. But I'm okay. Hold on, let me get this message here. Any small laid, but I could not.
I am okay.
Hold it. There we go, guys. There we go. Hold on. That's 4. Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure I got this one collected in the bag, so hold on. And we can always do so much. But other than that, guys, let's not wait around for the other stuff right now. But yeah, guys, now it's power. But we meet and greet. We want to see what a lot of people are doing. See what else we're thinking of doing otherwise. You know, just to really develop on some things, and you know, just to see what people have been up to, and you know, just taking our time when we can. As long as we don't have to lose our minds and say we're sick and twisted, or hate being fooled around and whatnot. So could be anything. Hold on. There we go, guys. But everything else is the same, but not heard, guys. And your first place winner could be something else to scoop. Also, guys, on top of anything else, oh yeah, guys, anytime I mean, not exactly squeezing or wanting to have less potential. But yeah, guys, we've won 636 months today, and you guys were uniting with our followers here today. Anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, all we need to do, guys, is follow Sarah. Do not get squashed by a bug or a beetle, or looking to have something to really do what you want to do. And it's like if people are going to say like they care about you, it's like that's all there is. They shouldn't have to tell you what to do and say, let's wait till next time. I don't think so. I was gonna man up for that, but no. I just told my true love to leave me alone, and I'll see you on Tuesday, that's it. But if she wants me to come down by then, I want her ass to ask me, not anybody else, to roam around and say like they have a knife to a gunfight, or even if you're watching Gladiator, or if you're watching King Arthur and whatnot. So actually, I did see that, brother Leon. John Cena is the new Intercontinental Champion, but I see it leaning towards him holding it till his last match, until Saturday night's main event by then. I mean, that I could possibly see, but he's not gonna have a longer title reign though. He's gonna be spending his last Monday Night Raw appearance tomorrow, as far as I'm aware of. But other than that, guys, just we have something with a cherry on top to, you know, just to really think about for a while. With something robust. Anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, all we need to do, guys, is follow Sarah on our social media apps to see how long people can stay active and how many times we can really hold on. You know, guys, to see what's right, have much more info, and have enough scenes and whatnot. All I know is, guys, there is no cheese at the end of the tunnel. when Matilda wants to find out what's wrong with me, we can talk a lot of that on Tuesday. I mean, I never heard what's really going on besides the facts or whatever. We could really take a lot of time to get into something. There's a possibility, but I don't see him retiring with the IC title though. I mean, if that's the case, maybe. But I don't think there's any, bad consideration on it. But you never know. But all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys want to know how long I've been on YouTube the longest? You guys have been there the longest, way before me. A lot of YouTube channels have been there. Been there and done that. Or pretty much having the secret, keep everything private, or let's be open and honest, guys. Be public, if you will. Everybody's got their own info, not to give out and whatnot. I mean that's good to know. And guys, that's to really voice enough opinions, the same way at the same time. So it could be anything to reach out. But I've been on YouTube, guys, for the last hold on, guys. I've been on YouTube for 9 years. I've been on Twitter, X, and Facebook for 7. And my two love and I, guys. I lost my musketeer one time. I'm not gonna lose her ass twice because I'm enough for her to really invite me to dinner, but it's like 9 times out of 10, you just want to have time to yourself the entire time. You want to spend time with family. You want to do trivia every Wednesday. That's good. Well, that's cool, but 9 times out of 10, if you're looking to really, set somebody up for dinner, that's the baddest, most wrong way to play your cards. But it's the first place one, guys. You want to do exactly what you want to do with the same person at the same time, but not exactly crawl above somebody else's bed and say, I don't need to, I don't want to, but it's just that I haven't had the opportunity to be able to since Monday of last week. It's just, she always wants to have somebody to, spend time with her, and it's like, why does it always have to be my ass? Why does it always have to be me and not anybody else coming down to see you? But I'm not going to really repeat the same thing that a lot of us want to hear as us. All I know is people just want to have, guys, for 3 generations, just to have enough time with family, enough time with friends, and it's like, you don't know what to do. I mean, me, guys, as a Christian, only God can tell you what's the best thing to do. But yeah, I've always been a Christian. I believe when I see things. I take my time on it, but it's not like it's gonna really bother me as much, but I'm just gonna have to live with that. So, I understand she hasn't heard any feedback from me when I talk about high school football all the time. I mean, if she wants to know, she can look up the damn internet instead of asking me where it is. I mean, I know exactly what the location is, but I'm not going to stand up and clap and say I know exactly where it is. You guys bet I know where it is, but I'm not going to be able to tell her. I want her to find out where it is. It's like if you know if you're watching a movie, a TV show, investigation. I mean, that's another thing too. But for her to get on a bit of my case and say, where's the original final? I mean, we can always ask any current answers. A lot of media for that to happen, but you just never know. We never know, guys. But yeah, my two love and I have been together for 8 years. We're still going to beat 9 by the time it's our 9th year anniversary of 9th sign. But I just feel like I need to stop hiding for what I'm doing to her and have my hot and sexy chick to get, have me get on the single profile, guys, and get on the same page. Climb on a horse and join her. So, I mean, I don't want to have another human being, take her away from me. I mean, they wouldn't be able to know what to do with her. I mean, she's my top priority, not anybody else in the back. I should be the one to take responsibility with her, and, have enough time with me. And I understand this is pretty much different for her, but I mean, she cannot expect me to really do something that she wants to really do when I'm not at the house all the time. Remember, guys, the last time we ever had love and a romantic, opportunity for each other, I repeat, guys, we haven't done that. We haven't done that since last week. Last week, guys, on a Monday. That's the longest we've ever had, but we've had much more than that on occasions. Alright, guys, we're gonna jump on Steam in about, just a minute. Yeah, I just thought I would throw a curveball with you guys. I mean, everybody's got their honest opinions. I mean, open and honest. You want to do dinner with somebody, you want to, have a lot of stuff to talk about, and, just to bring to the table. But now, I mean, there's not a lot of things you can say. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up, social media for this morning. To probably, I'm going to be playing some more, Final Fantasy Tactics Evil's Chronicles. It's coming Thursday in the morning, so I don't believe anything else. It's going to get carried away. So yeah. But we'll leave that up till then. As King and the Luckiest Man. So yeah. No worries. I mean, Brother Leon, let me ask you a question. Has that ever happened to you? If somebody would invite you to dinner, and just wants to, have your roommates go before you, or do you actually tell it how it is and voice your opinion? I'm not afraid to voice my own damn opinion, or voice any comments or commentary for it. I mean, just got to understand, if her and I are going to do every 2 weeks, I want her to ask me first. I want her to see what's going on, or not be blown off the roof. That's all there is. I mean, I'm like, sweetheart, get me in there. But now, no. I mean, I don't know when we're going to have dinner again, but I don't want her to have something, having a chip under her shoulder and say, what's wrong with me? What's going on? I mean, it's only for her to know, and for her ass to find out from me. Not like everything, it's gonna be like, tomorrow's a new day. What's tomorrow? It's every new day. She goes to church every Sunday mornings, with her friends, and it's like, I'm like, do I matter to you, hon? Or what's going on, But it's nothing else people can really bring. But yeah. Well, guys, speaking of bringing stuff, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys. If you're looking to make a pre-order, make a name on your Steam account, and make a purchase. So guys, head over to the Steam store today. Head over to the Steam store, get your pre-orders, purchases, and make a name, and buy something. If you guys are buying an old game, buying a special game, even if you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys can buy any of the two. I do know the 2 games that are free, or always free if you want to play them. And those games, guys, are exactly Rocket League and Fortnite. So you guys can play any of the 2, have any ideas to outsmart people and say you're the best. I mean, to be the best, you got to be the best. It's like to be the man, you got to be the man. You want to be like Ric Flair. You want to be like John Cena. You want to be like The Undertaker. I mean, John Cena and Undertaker are my favorites for a long time as a wrestling fan. I've got a few T-shirts, and I used to have a John Cena one. I mean, not as much as I would like, but those are the only 2 favorites. I mean, I've always thought having any favorite wrestler, you actually have a lot of their merchandise. Just depends on what it is. But you guys can play any games you want and get to the two of them between Fortnite and Rocket League, guys, with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are buying the games on sale. You guys should already know today, or so far today, of what's going to be coming next year. Well, guys, let me tell you something. If you guys haven't heard, we are looking at some new Steam hardware for early next year. I mean, for example, you're looking at new earbuds, new controllers, having its own Steam hardware system. I believe that would be cool for me to have for the holidays, but I doubt I'm getting that during Christmas time. But I mean, maybe tax time. But all I know is still those accessories are going to be worth a lot of money, and that's just going to be worthy. But I don't think I've had a controller for Steam. I mean, that's something to think about right there. I've always wanted a Steam Deck. I'm assuming if Santa Claus can provide enough notes for me, I can really whisper in his ear, or have something for me to, pounce on and, play some good games on it. But I would be in the mood to, go after Borderlands 4. I mean, we'll get to Borderlands 4 in a few. But the only thing I would want, guys, is to have a few games in my arsenal, so you guys can see what we're looking at on the schedule, from time to time, and see what's going to be up for grabs too. Not to pay attention to wolves or vampires. But yeah, if you're looking to buy any games on sale, guys, you guys can get Fortnite or Rocket League for free, no extra cost. You guys can get Arma Reforza. Arma Reforza, guys, I've never single-handedly played any of that game. I've heard... Well, obviously, guys, I haven't heard the game if it's any good or not. But I know it's pretty much a war soldier game. I know the game is not a rogue Dark Souls game, which I know it's not. But you guys can buy the specific game for $27.99 on Steam. But what it actually allows you to do, it actually allows you to really save 30% off on the game. So you guys cannot beat that single or, sincere price out of it. So if you guys are looking to buy a game on sale, and go head over to the Steam store, this game's gonna be a little more cheap than you think it is. Another game you guys can look into that's also up for Game of the Year. You guys know what this game is. This game is a sequel to Hades. So you guys can buy Hades 2 for $23.99. Now this game, from what I've heard recently that Hades 2 is one of the best games. That's probably going to win. But if you guys are thinking, if you look at the social media, you're looking at a lot of people that say this game is going to win, I don't think so. If people are going to say Arc Raiders is taking the helm, you're wrong, my friend. I would kill less of how many people are saying that game's going to win. The only two games I see winning, and I will tell you guys on a current note, and also for 3 generations beyond that, the only games I see winning, I'm going to tell you right now, I see either Expedition 33, Hades 2, or I just don't see Donkey Kong winning at all. I really don't. Nintendo is not going to make a statement and say they want a Pokemon game to win. I don't give a rat's ass, because if a Pokemon game is going to show enough potential on it, it would pretty much have enough stuff to turn around. They're not going to park the vehicle and say, here's the keys, the car's yours now. So, no. I just don't see Donkey Kong winning by far. People can say it's okay to really stand and deliver it, but I just don't see that game winning. I see only Expedition 33. I only see Expedition winning this year, because I've heard some pretty good things about it. I really have. But another game that would be included, guys, is Hades 2. Now, Hades 2 is a really exciting, cool game. You talk about the sequel. You talk about the original game. I used to play the first Hades over the years. I played a few episodes of it and kept on dying a few times. But that game has got enough energy to really win this year. So I see either those two games winning, Arc Raiders is going to have to fall its own stuff behind. I mean, Arc Raiders, I repeat guys, I don't see Arc Raiders winning at all. I mean, people want to present and say this game's going to beat it out. I don't think so. It's kind of like losing a lightsaber battle at the wrong time. I mean, pretty much at the right establishment, but at the wrong time. Trust me. Another game up for sale, guys. You guys can buy the 30th anniversary sale of Worms. I don't play Worms, and you guys can get Puffin Plains for $7.19. So another thing about Hades 2 is, I don't hate the fact of I would like to see Hades 2 win this year, or Expedition 33 win, but 9 times out of 10, you guys only get one game to win. And one game only gets an opportunity to win a Game of the Year nomination from the Game Awards. And if you guys want to talk about if there's any other categories that other games can win, and we got the best shooter, I still want to see Final Fantasy Tactics win something. I mean that game has not been laid to rest. I've heard some. I love Tactics. I've always been aware when it comes, despite the fact with RPGs, and it's just you don't know what to really keep everything else spot on and spot in. So as long as we get back to reality, we know what I'm saying. So it can easily be anything. And as a matter of fact, I don't see a wrestling game winning this year. Not that we'll pretty much see in Pokemon, so I can throw something off the map. But yeah, you guys can buy any games on sale on Steam. And don't forget, guys, if we're looking to buy the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7, I've heard the campaign is not as bad. All I know is I haven't played a Call of Duty game in years. I mean, the game itself is I want to say, guys, it's a treat. It's a gift, you know, and it's like, it's not like any other game can be better and better, but I don't think I'm backing up or tagging Black Ops 7 for the holidays this year. The only two games I actually want, I repeat, fellas, since I'm going to be extending PS Plus later on this week, which I probably will. I mean, there's a 85% chance I will. I'm only gonna be asking guys Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater for the holidays this year. That's what I want. Even though I miss every single opportunity that was not sloppy and whatnot. I mean, you gotta know what you want and what exactly you need. So it's like if you need a coat, if you need gloves or something, I'm okay with that. But I do want the other two games. You know, guys, just to have enough time to develop. Man, guys, just head over to the Steam store. Whatever you guys got in mind. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of things for, you know, for the Game Awards. But yeah, if you guys are into, oh yeah, guys, if you want to know my name on Steam, guys, is Dr. Sorry, I felt like I was going to start coughing on my water for a minute, but I'm okay. But yeah, guys, my name on Steam is the first place winner for bowling, since I won a tournament this year. My name on Steam is StackDawson93. If you guys have nothing, you entirely have nothing to lose. As long as you guys do not have electricity behind your body. You really wanna see how much you guys want that game to win this year. But like I said earlier, guys, I'll say it again. Arc Raiders is not winning shit, trust me. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't see Arc Raiders getting an opportunity and, you know, vanquishing the dreams for, you know, for whatever reason. The only two games I will end on this, guys. I only see either Expedition 33 or Hades 2. If not, the Wizards are not going to come in hand. So, those are the only two I want to see win. We never know. But I will be, a lot of us, I mean, the voting will be starting, I believe, by, I want to say beginning of December, I think. I might start voting again this year. That's why I've got my PC in front of me. I can choose to vote whatever game I want, so. But yeah, guys, I've been on Steam for over 4 years, and, you know, there's a lot of energy. But speaking of energy, guys, if you guys are, you know, something marvelous, maybe something worth, maybe, I mean, if we talk about having enough time to really, you know, get away from your schedules, or if we're looking to see what games you really enjoy, or, you know, surrender any requirements, or get stuff to, you know, have multiple stuff, but not exactly feel guilty or having a face that is frowning. If you guys are into RPGs, like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, The Last of Us, Elden Ring, I haven't heard Elden Ring's going to be, and not discussing this year. I mean, technically, Elden Ring Night Rain, actually no, Elden Ring, Night Rain's probably not going to win. Morning, sweetheart, how you doing? But I mean, I cannot tell you guys how many times Elden Ring has won Game of the Year. All I know is, and it's not exactly won twice. It's only won once. So, as far as I know, I don't see Night Rain winning. But Leon, how do you actually? I mean, how many of you guys see fit? All I know is that game is not going to win so easily if it's got Hades 2 and Expedition 33. They're pretty much the strongest on the board. Arc Raiders, I don't think so. Especially if people have different ideas to see how much they can light up a fire in their body and say, that game's winning, that game's winning. Absolutely not. I mean, if people want to say and vote and say as much as they want on the social media, that's fine. But I don't think a lot of us will listen to the music on it and have somebody be exactly what they actually think of the game. So, even though I haven't played the games, I've heard most of those games are really good. To be open and honest, I believe they are. I mean, Expedition 33, I've heard some great things about that game for sure. So from what I've heard, yes. Arc Raiders winning? I don't think so. That said, ain't winning. Trust me. Neither was Donkey Kong. But I've always been a huge, loving, caring king, guys, and the luckiest man for, you know, just playing Final Fantasy. You know, if you're looking to head up something with RPGs on it. If you guys want to go after sales, maybe do something with, you know, that can change your mind. That can change anything beyond that. You know, you guys can learn from a lot of experts, or you talk about expertise, or even if you want to, you know, try to learn from me. You see, I've been gaming since my family got started since I was a kid. You know, I've grown to love RPGs, and also take a lot of grinding and get back to reality for a while. And just wanting to have a lot of exploration, and yes guys, for 3 generations, me doing, and also listening to the music and whatnot. You know, a lot of us can really offer anything, but I just don't see Donkey Kong, or pretty much, above Damsel Distress, I just don't see that game or Arc Raiders, you know, matching potential with Expedition 33. All I know is, and yes guys, Hades 2. So, for people that want to say the game is not going to win, a lot of people are going to have sit out of luck. Trust me. I can say they can vote, but it's not like it's going to be getting fewer votes. I mean, you gotta know what game you really wanna, that you play the most, and how you actually bought it in the first place. So yeah, that's all there is to it. But yeah, guys, if you guys are into sports games, like baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you guys wanna hire a manager, if you guys are doing your own gameplay, whatever you guys can supervision with, if you guys are doing something like playing any sports games that are on sale, let me jump in this. Let me go back to the Steam store for a second. Yeah, guys, Black Ops 7's now available. You guys can buy the game anytime you want. I doubt it's going to begin a Black Friday deal by the time I stop and get and extend PS Plus. But I also wanna extend Paramount Plus pretty soon. So I have no clue if I'm going to be extending that quick. I mean, maybe after, I want to say after this month, I can get an opportunity to do that. And I mean, I might extend Paramount Plus after this month, but I need PS Plus done as soon as possible for this week. So I'm planning on doing that. I mean, you guys can buy any sports games you want with no extra cost. You guys can buy them when you want, anytime you want. There is one sports game on sale. It's called Assetto Corsa Rally for $23.99. Now, I don't know much about this game, as far as I know, but all I know is it's different from Gran Turismo and, yeah, guys, it's different from Gran Turismo and NASCAR. And yes, guys, Need for Speed if you wanna call any racing games down the middle, but all I know is the racing game is not compared to wrestling. All I know is one other sport is pretty much better than that, and that's baseball. Now, speaking of baseball, guys, you guys can buy any sports games you want with no extra cost, have no interference. You guys can check out my brother Beatles. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good brother of mine. But the funny thing is, Brother Leon, Brother Leon, check this out. You guys gonna chat. But Beatles Eternal, he calls me Brother Zach. I call him Brother Beatles. I tell him the scores that I've been doing for baseball, and, you know, I enjoy baseball better than what I do with football. And despite the fact doing some differently, besides playing racing and whatnot, or want to do something I want to play the most out of. It's like you're grinding, and you're pretty much playing whatever sports games you want. But I'm not exactly separating that with RPGs. Those are my two favorites now. It's one of my 4 priorities from now on. So from now on, guys, those are the only 2 that I will enjoy. That's it. Racing is not here and now, and I don't believe it will. I have anything else simultaneously. You guys can check out my brother Beatles though. He enjoys playing APA baseball, out of the park baseball, action replay baseball, diamond mine baseball. So yeah, he calls me Brother Jack. I call him Brother Beatles. I tell him the scores that I've been doing with baseball. So, you know, I enjoy baseball much more than anything, despite the fact with what I'm doing with RPGs so far today. So, it always has a test of its own knowledge. Now, speaking of baseball, guys, I'll continue with that in a minute.
What about me as a priority kitten?
Well, sweetheart?
Meow.
Well, sweetheart, your ass is my top priority for the last 8 years. But, do you care to explain? Do you care to explain why you could have not invited me to dinner last night? I mean, what happened? I mean, we waited for the last 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays, and now the roommates wants to ask you and have you change your mind? I mean, what is that? I understand we've been doing the cooking for the last 8 years, and now you actually want to sub me out and not have me do dinner with you? I mean, what's going on? I mean, there's a problem with that, hon. I mean, I don't mind if you explain, it's just, I feel like you're almost trying to sub me out for our future. I mean, there's a lot of explaining, hon. You get to do, I don't say you want to do some next time for dinner, but I repeat, there ain't gonna be a next time. I understand we always do dinner every 2 weeks, but I feel like you're setting the shit out of me, and pretty much shutting the door on me. I don't understand why. Why we would have done dinner yesterday. That's something you have to think about. I mean, it's not my problem. It's just, I mean, you gotta know what you actually think, what you actually want to do with me. It's like, do I matter, or are you just trying not to ask me what I'm doing? I mean, you understand. I just need to be left alone. You guys understand. Well, my true love needs to understand what. I mean, she needs to get herself in a medical base, and I mean, it's not like there's no tomorrow or anything, but I mean, she needs to respect my wishes too for the last 8 years, and for 3 generations. But I'm not gonna get to any more of that right now, but and have it ruin my morning. But yeah, guys, speaking of sports games, as far as what I've been doing with baseball this week, I have been concentrating on my 2016 Cardinals season. You know, guys, under me, my losing streak, which you guys understand, guys, I hate losing. I want to win. I really, really want to win.
Because I have not eaten in defiance for a long time, and I'm not shutting the
And,
Walmart.
beautiful, I'll get to your comment, please, in just a minute. But yeah, the thing about baseball is, it's one of my 4 priorities behind RPGs. Despite the fact, you know, it's really something to think about. You want to do your own lineups, you want to do your own thing. That's all we can do. But, what I've actually been doing is, under me and Beatles, I did do Game 8 of my 2016 Cardinals season last night. While my true love was standing and delivering and doing stuff with roommates for a while. So I just decided to be alone and not have something to reject or not to get a 2-point shot out of it. But it could be something else. So final score, guys. I mean, my starting pitcher under me and Beatles was I can't think of who, but I do know the next starting pitcher is gonna be Jamie Garcia for my losing streak. So it's me and Beatles, and my 1-7 record, guys, on my 2016 Cardinals season. Or the other nickname would be Redbirds. So that explains a lot. So final score, guys, it was a little bit close at the end. But me and Beatles, and my 1-7 record for now, I did lose 4-1 by the Brew Crew. Well, that would be the Milwaukee Brewers. Alright, guys, my true love in the chat says, because I haven't eaten in defiance for a long time. I'm just trying to shut the door on you. And the Walmart over there is bigger. Stop at. Well, at least you could have let me know instead of sunning out my ass, because you and I were going to have dinner, and now you're saying it's going to be a next time. I mean, what is that supposed to be like? You know, I just don't understand. I mean, all I said was, I mean, I did not cook up anything else through Twitter or Facebook about that, but I talked to somebody else on the contacts on my phone, but I mean, what would you like for me to do? You and I always had dinner for the last 2 weeks, and now you're saying you don't want to have anything to do with me for the last 8 years? I mean, I'm not the only one that's doing the cooking. I mean, you should know by now that you're my top priority, and I don't feel like being the one being shut out all the time. And for that, you're gonna have to wait to see me until Tuesday. I understand you don't like to wait and have me come down all the time, but I'm just gonna be open and honest and clear with you. You guys understand what's going on.
That's why I couldn't text you back.
I understand you couldn't text me back, but I feel like there's no excuse. But now, if you really want to care for me, you always know how to earn my trust. But I'm not a lazy bomb like your exes are. If you want to talk about having dinner with somebody, just let me know ahead of time. Maybe talk to the team lead. Maybe talk to staff. Maybe talk to Beryl. But yeah, if you want to do dinner next time, let me know ahead of time. I'm not gonna be the one to say or do something that people don't want to do. I'm gonna be 33 next year. But honey, you should know that by now. I'm old enough to make my own decisions for the last 8 years, and I just don't want people making them for me here in the state. But I mean, if you don't like where this is heading, it's like, you're entitled to your own opinion. I still want you to try to harass me or do something that I really want to do. You know, not to be alone or anything, but I mean, I love you too damn. I mean, I love you too much. It's just, I just want you to respect my wishes too. I really do. And now you just really wanna, you just really wanna blow me up and say I don't matter all the time. Well, I mean, I will end on this. I will tell you this, hon. You and I haven't had time together since Monday of last week. And that's why I need another couple days. I mean, not just today, but also tomorrow. To regroup, and I can have some time alone. I mean, if we don't like where the plot thickens, there's nothing else we can really put aside. Trust me. But yeah, guys, what I've also been doing is, under me and Beatles, my good brother Beatles for a long time. Guys, he calls me Brother Jack. I call him my good brother Beatles. What I've also been doing is, I've also been doing my 2005 Yankee season on Diamond Mine Baseball. Now, despite the fact if you're playing a baseball project, if you're looking to level up and do something with, you know, with friends, with family, or get people occupied in the chat for it, I mean, there's some good things you can have. There's a lot of lucky times to really get to, and not exactly avoid and have your team outscore you. You want to have the best pitchers, you want to have the best players that can score home runs, maybe do something you guys want to favor. But I just hate losing. I want to win. You gotta know, guys, my ass wants to win as much as anything. But no, I just get outscored a few times. But yeah, guys, baseball is life. You know, I prefer a little more baseball, despite the fact what I do with RPGs, when I can grind, entertain. And I've always been one of the headliners with you guys for the last 9 years on YouTube, and also guys 7 on Twitter, X, and Facebook. And the way I do in-gaming news usually any days on the schedule that I do that I can handle and squeeze in. You know, that's to really pounce and not knock on the door and say you got something that's not been introduced, or kind of like a fake news article. I mean, I don't exactly take fake news. I usually take something into reality, and as a first place winner, you take a bit of a step on it. So it just depends what you guys can exactly develop, and it's like, yeah, you actually want to know what's going on. That's the main thing. But yeah, guys, baseball is life. I play baseball the way I do with RPGs. But it's just whatever happens. Alright, guys, speaking of other stuff, you guys can play any games you want. You guys are buying games on sale. Any RPGs or any sports games here today. There's a lot of games you guys can buy, maybe research. But don't forget to check out my brother Beatles. He is always playing Apple Baseball, Out of the Park Baseball. You know, to have a lot of stuff to enhance. You talk about playing the best games that are on the planet. I mean, I don't think I'll do any wrestling anytime soon. I mean, I would cook something else up, but I will only do baseball and RPGs from now on. That's what I'm actually going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing for sure. I mean, I don't think I'm going to do anything with racing, but I do want to try to squeeze an episode of Elden Ring 2 on Saturdays, but it just depends on exactly. It just depends on what's going to be, you know, infoed, and also see what's going to be the plan, and see what's going to be exactly at stake. So, I'm not 100% sure, but I do want to squeeze an episode, hopefully this coming weekend. Depends on my two love, just wants to, you know, get my attention all the time. I mean, all I know is, guys, I repeat, we're not going to see each other till probably Tuesday, till everything else gets its act open, so, but it all depends. Alright guys, that's gonna be the end of Steam for today, but don't forget to check out my brother Beatles. He's a colorful man, and, you know, he sometimes has commentary with some good friends on the channel, and, yeah, my brother Beatles is a nice guy. Don't forget to check him out, guys. He's awesome. He's a baseball fanatic, the way I really learn it, and I take my time on games. I don't rush into them on the schedule. Also, guys, my name on Steam is ZachDawson93. You guys can make any pre-orders and in-store purchases. But also, guys, the most important thing, with Steam in the books, and also completed in a decent time, the most important thing, and the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. It's awesome and creative. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. We are at 636 mods today, so... But if any of you today, and I mean most of you, if any of you today, guys, have any questions or concerns, you guys can type them in the chat, post them in the chat, and your king, your luckiest man, can try to, you know, see what you guys are exactly saying. I understand my two loves got shirts every morning. I've been thinking not wine, but thinking spray, trying to spray and pray, whatever she wants to do. I feel like I'm just gonna be getting a little more avoid on it, but I mean, I know Superman does not get avoided by Lois Lane as Superman, but that's a different thing to really add up, but you just don't know. You just have no idea what exactly is out there. And it's based on what facts. It's only for my two love. My two love just needs to get herself into a medical base, or a robot base, whatever they call it in wrestling. I believe it's a medical base or robot base. I'm not sure. Or it could be something else. It could be something else to see what's right and what's wrong. But as long as our hands are attached, guys. Really what it is. Whatever's much more increasing or decreasing. Whatever it is. But yeah, guys, knowledge is power. You guys can easily help out the channel as much as you can. I mean, my phones have been dropping, and they've been decreasing. But if you guys want to help out the channel, I know my loves Wang is trying to help me out. And I can use a lot of you guys' help too. Whatever there is. As long as it's not a wicked witch that can steal people's stuff on social media, then that's not going to happen anytime soon. And it never will. Or even if you guys are hunting for something better. You guys always want to have enough stuff to fry. You really do. As long as there's no slime included, so... it could be something else in hand. I mean, we got enough to really, see what's right and what's wrong. And see what we have to always work on. And yes, guys, acknowledge. Whatever there is. I mean, people learn right from wrong. That's all there is. But at this point, I'm willing to try anything, guys, on the channel. But alright, guys, the most important thing of how you can do that, and I need you guys' help more than you think. More than anything that I can handle. I mean, I've been on YouTube for over 9 years, so you guys understand how many people need a lot of help on the channel. I mean, I need you guys' help. You guys can help me, I can help you guys. The most important thing, while we can do that and makes it it's perfectly, we're talking about crystal clear, is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, so we have our social media. Remember guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. If you guys have not connected to my channel, you guys can check it out. My stuff has been really good. My highest views I've had is 25k. 25,000 plus. Hold on guys, let me get this comment for a minute. But everybody's got their own wishes. People got their own habits. Or anything else to harvest. Whatever there is, it can be done. But all we need to do guys, is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream. So we have our social media, our YouTube accounts, and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Alright guys, let's see if there's any in-gaming news really fast. I was talking to somebody on the phone yesterday. Talked a little bit about Superman 2 and what's gonna be, what Brainiac is gonna be doing. Thinking on the unallied team of if you think about it, you got Superman and Lex Luthor. So I talked to with somebody at the end of the night, and just to voice a little bit of info on it, and what's gonna be the plot, and pretty much whatever's gonna be going on. And no guys, I did not see the new Running Man. I'm not without Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not without him. Coming out of Predator and pretty much with other movies, but I know he's actually been offered to make his starts in Predator, but I don't see Predator releasing anytime soon. I mean, Schwarzenegger's like in his mid-70s. I know he's not 69, but he can always do something else by then. Not like doing some with Turbo Man again, but I also have heard Sinbad is still alive and well. He's still in it, between as an actor, so we don't get a lot of in-gaming news every Saturday and Sunday mornings, guys. Don't have to repeat right now. But one thing I will say about the new Superman is there's gonna be a lot of altercation between the two of them, between Superman and Lex Luthor. And despite the fact if the cards are pretty much handed, or you talk about the cards that are not exactly off topic or anything, Brainiac has actually been shown coming out of the comics, and I don't read a lot of comics, or back there, and usually with here's the thing guys, with Batman or with Wonder Woman and whatnot. And the thing about that is, if Brainiac has a lot of something to push towards Lex and Superman, it's like, I think we all know what's going to be the plan and where this is leading towards. I actually did check out the info. I'm beginning to realize, guys, that there's a little feedback of what's going on with that, and pretty much here and now. And so the way I see it is, so according to DC, or according to the comic people, or the comic strips, is the fact that Brainiac is going to be pretty much the perfect sense for, despite the fact for the main villain for the second Superman. And the thing about that is, all I know is Superman and Lex are going to have to team up bad enough. But it just depends on when. I mean how, but when. But I feel like if whatever the biggest move is between Brainiac is, I feel like whatever's gonna be going on I feel like John Cena as Peacemaker's gonna get, I mean, maybe going to get a little more involvement. But this depends on what it is. But you guys remember, back when Lex Luthor was the frenemy, we talk about the frenemy or wanting to be. I mean, I've always thought he's always been the frenemy to Superman / Clark Kent over the years. I mean, if you talk about Superman movies, you talk about the Inventors of Superman, which we all know Lex and Superman always had each other and hate each other's guts and whatnot. But for these two to really not be a hater between the two by teaming up, they really have to stack the cards together and team up and stop Brainiac. Which we all know Brainiac is exactly the Man of Tomorrow villain. So, with Superman 2, it's going to be coming out, guys, and releasing in theaters in the next 2 years. So, so the first time Brainiac was introduced, he debuted back in 1958 in the Action Comics, comic strip 242. Now the thing about Brainiac, guys, I never noticed this. He's actually an alien android for planet Colu, C-O-L-U, and I know he's pretty much an alien cyborg, but I know Lex Luthor is different between that and also between Brainiac himself. But I do know, I mean, I don't actually hate the fact that James Gunn really thinks that Brainiac would be a perfect opportunity, you know, as a rival threat between Superman and Lex Luthor, which everybody can make an impact on it. So, it does have a lot of things to really info on it. And now, if you guys remember watching Peacemaker Season 2, there's a lot of things that came out of that came out of the only 2 seasons of Peacemaker. I mean, at least with John Cena. And, I mean, if you look at it, I did not see Peacemaker. I've heard some good things, but we all know Nicholas Hoult is actually in, I want to say, in a few episodes of Peacemaker. Which we all know is actually in love with Nicholas Hoult, and I mean, really, I feel like there's going to be also enough involvement, not just with Brainiac, but also with Superman and Peacemaker, which is exactly John Cena. So, I think there's enough to really think about, you know, something with enough involvement, and also despite the fact between its plots and also what the plans are going to be. I mean, I actually want to see Superman, Man of Tomorrow in the next 2 years. I want to see what Brainiac really looks like between the comics. I mean, I actually did check out a former pick, you know, involving Superman and Lex Luthor together. And once Lex Luthor has some sort of not exactly a Cell Dragon Ball Z costume, but he's actually got a machine magnetic costume while teaming up with Superman. And I don't actually hate on the pick, as long as it's not a guitar pick that can really get enough to really insert or pretty much connect. But these two have to really work together to have some sort of a damn alliance. I don't know how long these two will team up, but all I know is they want to get the inside scoop and stop Brainiac. It's just, I mean, there's a lot of knowledge and there's a lot of plots, guys. It's just, it's King and the Luckiest Man. The only main villain in the verse Superman, I believe, was only Lex Luthor. It was only Lex. I think it was hot in most ways. It's been in a bunch of movies before the new Superman was in theaters and also acting the part. So, it's going to be interesting to see how Brainiac does. All I know is he's going to be extremely powerful by the time the second one starts releasing. I mean, you got that, the second Batman, and The Legend of Zelda back. At least by then. towards what we're leaning towards right now. But, and this could be anything that's more mathematic. We know what they say, guys. 2 is better than 1. 3 is better than 1. But now, if we call Brainiac facing Lex and Superman, I mean, that's pretty much gonna be a huge grudge match. Pretty much a huge battle in between. It's like they really gotta do something. But yeah, I'm not gonna provide any other info right now. But I see it leaning towards Lex and Superman teaming up as much as they can to stop this one villain, Brainiac. Which I don't know much about Brainiac, but I'm starting to a little bit. But we'll see what's going on. I mean, we have the next 2 years until Superman 2 Man of Tomorrow starts releasing. So we can learn about that, for instance, and see what the plans are. Alright guys, that's going to wrap everything up for today, guys. I do want to thank you guys for joining us today. As your king and your luckiest man. So guys, so guys, based on the schedule, I've got the same times again this week, coming out of Thief Management, the great people at Thief. So, tomorrow, I go back to Thief, guys, with great people tomorrow. I've got 9 to 2, so Monday, tomorrow, I've got 9 to 2, I have another 2 days of WoW, it's coming Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm looking to capitalize what I sort of done better in the second game on bowling after during the last 2 weeks. It's at a 148 and a not so good 105 to begin. That's the first place winner. Back when I bowled and saw a 200 game for the 4th time, that's how I got my first place ever finish at a tournament this year. And I did not saw that 2 weeks ago. But I'm hoping to continue my first second arrow. I'm looking to establish that set and do something to really go to the next level. I'm still doing first second arrow with my Terry vibe, and I'm still gonna keep on airing it out when we can. Give it a little more love, giving it a little more room. That's what I'm going to do after WoW on Tuesday. But I will not be inside of WoW this week. According to the WoW staff, they told me I'm gonna be at Salvation Army for a while. So I should maybe have my WoW cast in by then. But it all depends. I mean, I'm a little more interested to see what we're going to be doing. I mean, I would assume we're doing something for the holidays. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But as of right now, that's pretty much my feeling. But we'll see. So I'll be with WoW this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. But my next stream, guys, I'll be playing some more Final Fantasy Tactics. It's Chronicles, guys. It's coming Thursday in the mornings. So tomorrow, guys, I'll be back with great people at Thief 9 to 2 tomorrow. And then 2 to 7 on Thursday and Friday. So I'll be back on Thursday. Same time, same channel. If you guys want to catch more Balatro every Sunday in the mornings. Or even if guys, if any of you today want me to tackle, or easily tackle, maybe get some time added to Alan Wake 2 on Saturdays, let me know. I can see how much tired I am, but I'm not going to walk around and sleep fast enough just to really get to that potential and enough to personify. But we'll see. But make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys are not connected to the channel, if you guys have any questions or concerns, type them in the chat and I can have something to listen to. And pretty much look at your guys' feedback and see what's going to be the plan. I understand my true love's got enough feelings for her future, but I just want her to understand much more. She needs to get me much more involved into good stuff for the last 8 years, but I doubt I'm coming down tonight and also tomorrow. Mine's gonna be tired though, from work. But the only way we can make it up, guys, is probably Tuesday, during bowling, when you're first place winner, so I need to get something under control between after the second game during the last 2 weeks, during opening season. Because I could do better than that, guys. You know that. You know, I've been doing it for 20 plus years.
But I can tell you, sweetie, that the football
My true love does stay. Hold on, guys. My true love says, but I can tell you, sweetie, that the football chat, they saw my name and read what I said. Well, that's good to know, hon. It's good to really have you showing that to me. But, if you and I can wait till Tuesday at bowling, that'd be great. I can give you the info on the location. I can do something furthermore than that. But yeah, guys, also guys, the most important thing, and the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. We are 636 mods right now, and we still have enough to really, you know, to express and, you know, give much more feedback with our 636 mods here today, and, you know, have enough to really prepare and whatnot. Because everybody's got their own opinions. If we're not looking to do dinner with somebody you love, that's okay. We can just wait another number of weeks as soon as possible. But you know, guys, we have Thanksgiving and Black Friday in under 2 weeks' time, so I will still be extending PS Plus for another year for my family. So, and give that to this Friday's request with. I mean, what I'm thinking about doing, I've always thought this would be under consideration. I'm gonna extend another year of PS Plus for sure, and maybe 15 on Google, and maybe 40 on top of that too. But I don't know. I mean, that's a possibility that I mean, I feel like that's something I want to lean towards this week for Friday's safe deposit. So I'm thinking about doing that before we get to Black Friday, after the end of the week. So I mean, after this week for sure. I mean, there's a possibility right now. So I'm thinking that's something I actually want to do. But other than that, guys, anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, connect to our channels, find the best way possible to, you know, hear enough feedback, you know, have anything else to involve, and, you know, try to stick around. All we have to do, guys, is your king and your luckiest man, is following Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. But yeah, it's a good thing, sweetheart, you actually got the feedback between, you know, the coach and also the other one for Black Swamp Football. But yeah, make a love shout out to Black Swamp Football for what they do for high school football between regions, divisions, all around Ohio, or any city or state. But yeah, guys, so tomorrow, I've got 9 to 2. There's not much going on tomorrow night, but I actually wanna wait for my true love and I actually want my true love and I to wait till Tuesday. But like I said earlier, I'll say it again, I'm gonna wait another couple more days just to regroup and take my time. But she does know how to upgrade her blood sugars as soon as possible, whether it's very low or very high. But yeah, guys, next stream will probably be on Thursday. So as far as what I'm gonna be doing as a first place winner with you guys today, I may or may not tackle Eddie's Ace this morning. I should be in the 70s after this, going in to see between 9 to 2 tomorrow. I should have a little bit more on Tuesday for the second week of bowling and sort of elevate my first place winner thing. Because I've always been a first place winner to capitalize. So I will be doing that. And now as far as what I'm going to be doing for What's Chronicles, I know Final Fantasy is concerned, I know we've got something going on under Egros, and it's not going to be pretty between Argif and Delita, and also Ramza, but I will not give any more feedback right now. I'll let you guys know by later on this week. But yeah, guys, but other than that, guys, we'll have enough to really, you know, protect and also pretty much anything else without any harsh ideas or anything else to protect for 3 generations. But yeah. But other than that, guys, the most important thing, if you guys can help out my channel as hard as you can, it's amazing that you can, which I know you guys can do that. Only you guys can help me as much as anything right now. and I can help you guys. But I need W8s, and I've always thought views has been the same. But W8s for monetization is better for me. That way I can fit in as much as anything. Yeah, multiple things at a time. But I can always do one thing at a time. Trust me. I really can. But I cannot do it twice as hard. But don't forget to don't forget guys, to check out my brother Beatles Eternal. He's a baseball fanatic like I always am. He's a really nice dude, and I told him I get the games in and tell you guys what's going on when I do Steam every time, so on any stream. But alright guys, that's gonna wrap everything up for today. But yeah, the most important thing we have to do is to get the numbers up on the channel, especially mine for instance. Well, I can help you guys on the channels, and we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream guys, socialize, connect to my channel as much as you want, and don't forget to connect each other too. We are 636 mods. That's exactly who we are and what we are instantly. But we watch our videos in full guys. We like and share the stream, and so we have our social media, our YouTube accounts, and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So alright guys, that's going to close the chapter for today. I will be back on, let me rephrase. I will be back this coming Thursday in the mornings. I'll be playing some more Final Fantasy Tactics, Evil's Chronicles. I will be at Salvation Army with WoW. It's coming Tuesday after tomorrow, and also the same on Wednesday. And then, remember guys, I will also finally be back at sea for Great People tomorrow between 9 to... So remember guys, Great People at sea tomorrow. I've got 9 to 2. Back at bowling after WoW on Tuesday. So I'm hoping to do better and better. The way I saw that at the tournament for sure. And then Salvation Army with WoW on Wednesday on top of that. And finally back to sea, but doing 2 to 7s on Thursday and Friday. But yeah. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Don't forget to check out my brother Beatles Eternal guys. He's a cool brother of mine. So if my brother Jack, I call him Brother Beatles. But you guys have a nice weekend from your king and your luckiest man. With our popularity guys, entertainment and energy. Our biggest, strongest, toughest, amazing, beautiful, largest, strongest, beautiful power of our community. We are 636 months today, and we always are. But be kind, be lovable, and be understandable, guys, when we're here. You guys have a good weekend, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and I will see you guys in the next one.